What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 106 of the Casual Weebs podcast. Honestly, I gotta say, the most goated week we've had in anime. Like, hear me out here. First of all, dropped a video at the end of last week talking about a brand new manga that has just popped out of nowhere. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I had compilations of this manga all over my TikTok For You page where I thought it was an anime dropping right now. I was like, oh, this looks peak. Like, we should check this out. Dude, it's like, yeah, it doesn't have an anime. It has 26 chapters of a manga. I'm like, what manga with 26 chapters has this kind of hype and movement? Like, there's no way. Bro, it reminded me of My Bias Gets on the Last Train. I was like, oh, it has that level of popularity and hype. And bro, it low-key kind of hits like it too. It's called Hayami Senpai is Scary But Cute, or Scary and Cute. I got a video on it. If you want to check it out, know more about that manga, go check out that video. I also have clips of like the panel so you can see the art. It's peak. She's stripped out, so it reminds me of Bleach, but honestly, it really is a diamond in the rough. It is absolutely insane. I think it's going to rival animes like My Dress Up Darling when it does get adapted, and it 100% will. Also, just dropped a video tonight as of the recording of this, so it's already out. Go check it out if you want. Bro, it is the 1-episode anime. You will not fucking believe this.
Oh, shit.
Yuri. Alright, girls love. Lesbian anime. Okay, hear me out here. What do you think would make it peak? Just the top of the iceberg. Just the best of the best.
Yeah, they're both badass. Like, shonen-esque. I don't know.
Well, they're shonen. Okay, ready? This anime studio adapted this this Danwa, so it's Chinese. And they're like, yo, you know what we should do? We should make the animation just fucking incredible.
Of course.
You ever have those moments, though, when you're watching Fate, and you said to yourself, like, oh, wow, did they forget the budget? Did they blow the whole season's budget on this fight? This company did. They did. It has one episode because they blew an entire season's budget on the animation of the first episode. They dropped peak and then said, hey, guys, we're actually bankrupt. Not only is there no rest of the season, but we're out of business. Like, you know, my B-Dog. Bro, they animated 12,000 frames. Apparently, a typical anime episode will have, like, 4,000 or 5,000. They reanimated multiple scenes over and over and over again to make sure it's perfect. It is absolutely insane. I had to, of course, check it out. Listen, guys, it is on YouTube. That video is out. If you want to know about that anime or more about it and, like, the whole story of it, check that out. That's just fucking insane, though, to just unload. Can you imagine being the author? You spend all your time and effort into this manga, you know, this work of art. It gets adapted. You're like, oh my god, I'm getting an anime. Like, dude, that's like the goal. That's like the end-all, be-all goal. They drop peak, and then they hit you up and like, hey, by the way, you know that episode? You're actually not getting another one? We're poor. My bad. Like,
we're broke, sorry.
Bro, I'm like, we complain about there only being like one seasons, and then we're in the one season hell where it never gets to season 2. Imagine never getting an episode 2. Imagine watching one fuck-ass episode, and then like, we're out!
Literally to the extreme, dude. But like, I definitely got to check that out. I feel like that's really sick. But at the same time, like, as an author, you're probably like, yo, episode 1 was gorgeous. Everything's worked out so well. Wait, we're done?
We're done.
What do you mean we're broke? Like, and it just goes to show you like how tight like shit is in the anime industry. Took 12 episodes and made like one badass episode, but you know, take with that what you will.
Hear me out. I honestly don't think anybody would have watched it regardless. It just came out this year. It didn't have like a whole lot of marketing for it. Obviously, it didn't have a whole lot in the budget, especially when dropping it on the animation. This story of it being like so funny that it's already canceled, I feel like can bring popularity to it, where another studio can be like, hey, we'll pick up the rest of the season. You know what I mean? So like, it could continue.
True that.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I feel like, obviously, from a business endpoint, if there's an opportunity to make money, people will take a chance on it. But at the same time, like, if it's good, people will work together to make good shit happen. And I feel like the anime community is still like that.
Dude, and like, speaking of peak and like good, did you end up checking out that game I told you about, NTE, Neverness to Everness?
Dude, it wouldn't download on my computer. I was having issues like getting it to like bring up the client or whatever, like the fucking thing to download it, but it looks really, really good.
Listen, I'll help you download it after this. This isn't paid, this isn't a sponsorship. Alright, I'm gonna tell you about the game. It's an anime GTA type game, it's free, that's all you need to know. Bro, I'm having so much fun in this game because it has so many anime references. Like, so many.
Sick.
Bro,
Yeah.
okay, so it has a quest, right? And the quest is literally named, this quest is the tutorial quest to introduce you to fishing, right? You can have fishing, and it's, it's great. Every game has fishing. It's literally called ReZero, Starting Life as a Fisherman, after the very popular isekai that's dropping right now called ReZero, Starting Life in a New World. I'm like, hey, yo, my buddy's a huge ReZero fan, so I sent him a screenshot. I'm like, yeah, you gotta hop on it now. After the first commission, the first quest, they're like, yo, guys, let's take a picture. And you think it's gonna be some weird, awkward, like, just stiff picture. Dude, they dropped the 4 hardest JoJo poses out there, and I'm like, wait, yo, hold up.
Love that.
Like,
Let's
yo.
go.
There's a scene where they're doing, they're in the street and they're pretending to, like, have this big battle. Bro, they recreate the Sasuke Itachi, the 2 fingers down death scene. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You know, Bochi the Rock, you know the, venue that they play in, that, like, music bar that the one girl works in? It's literally in the game. A 1-for-1 copy. It doesn't look like it. It's not similar. It's a 1-for-1 copy.
So sick.
So I am very, like, into looking at all the different, like, references and nods to different animes in this game. I can tell you there's probably, like, literally over 100. It's absolutely insane. Not just super popular animes like JJK, Bochi, JoJo's, but also deep cuts that you would never expect. And also, it's a gacha game that is going to be dropping updates with new map, which means new points of interest that are, related to anime. There's this anime Initial D, where literally the shop is in the game too, and the car, and there's a quest tied to it where you can also get the car. Again, it is very weeb coded. This game is fucking awesome.
It's so sick.
Which is why I wanted to bring it up, even though it's like, it's not paid, it's not sponsored, you know what I mean? It's like, whether you play the game or not, it has so much insane anime shit in it. I'm geeking out playing it. I'm not even playing the main story. I'm just running around having a fucking ball. I have to show you, help you download it, because I think you're gonna love it, dude. It is fucking awesome.
I'd say less. Dude, anything with some good anime references, you can even sell me on some JoJo poses. That sounds outstanding. And, like, a good game will have you running around doing, like, side quests away from the main story. So that's something. That sounds fire, dude.
It is so much fun. It is unbelievable. But getting to actual anime here, this week was also, on top of everything we just talked about, just insanely peak. I mean, we had some animes like Witch Hat and Wistoria that we talk about each and every week. It just delivers. It just is insane. It's incredible. So, of course, we're going to talk about them. But there's also a lot of animes that we've been kind of holding off on because they had a lot of build-up so far this season. I mean, a lot of those animes were even popping off this week, too, where things are really starting to, like, heat up and get into action. I cannot wait. Actually, let's talk about it first. Daemons of the Shadow Realm. Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Did you notice the nod to FMA? This is a fucked up one, but did you notice the Nina reference?
Bro, when I think it's Gabby, she looks through her window and sees, I was like, oh my god, I forget what the daughter's name is,
this
but the
Nina
fucking
Tucker.
Doctor. Yeah, dude, show Tucker that one of the worst people in anime history. I was like, yo, that is what it, like, and as an anime fan, that's the shit you live for.
Yeah.
Like a nice ode to, like, a great anime. It was very well done. It was very subtle, but immediately, like, if you watched FMA, you were like, yo, hold up. Very well done.
Bro, I saw her and I was like, there's no shot. I mean, you can definitely tell, like, same author. Like, it's absolutely insane, the references, and I love that. I love how it's, like, not, like, a blatant, it's not a copy, it is completely different. It's a different anime, it's a different series, different content, but, like, the nods to FMA Brotherhood is just so good, and I just absolutely live for it. But one thing I do want to see, one similarity I would love, is I want who is it, Yoro and Asa to be together. I want them to stay, like, the sibling duo. I don't want them to be opposing each other the entire series, you know what I mean? I want whatever journey we're about to go on, I want them to do it together. Because especially this episode where they're able to, like, connect and, like, talk and interact, like, they're 100% related. Like, you can't deny it. It's insane the way, we're even like, wow, these two are really, like, on the same length here. Like, alright, kind of fucking annoying, but relation.
And how you was like, oh, as soon as we're done talking, can I give you a hug? And he was like, hold up, no. Like, we gotta figure this out first. But, like, she has the same personality he does. Like, their dynamic is really cool, and I totally agree with you. That was one of the aspects of FMA that we really like.
Yeah.
You have that, like, sibling duo that sticks together for the majority of the story. I would like, eventually, for Daemons to get to that point where, like, Asa and Yuru are the same team, but, like, with the whole, I guess, stigma going on with the Kagamori clan, like, it's tough to see Yuru, like, joining them and being like, yeah, like, I'm down, like, I'll rock with this. But it'll be interesting to see how that, like, plot line plays out. But I agree with you. Definitely hope they, like, travel together or fight together.
Yeah, and the thing is too is I think it makes more sense too because I think the left and the right are for both Yoru and Asa because they even brought it up. Asa's abilities wasn't a daemon; it was break, and we learned that what makes them so special is that one possesses seal and one possesses break. It's like the paradox that like we've never seen them clash. Because how do you have one person that can seal something shut and have it never be open, and someone who can break open absolutely anything interact? Or like we have never seen that in history, and it's like I don't want to. I love this duo, you know what I mean? I want them to be together, and I feel like if they work together, having those abilities would be awesome. But also, again, Asa doesn't have Daemons that we know of, and I feel like the left and the right were made for both of them. So I would love both of them to have the left and the right, you know what I mean?
It definitely feels like that's kind of the way it was written.
Yeah.
But like there's so many allegories to the fact that they're twins. One is like the day and the night. Another thing that like keeps fucking me up is like Yuru has the blonde hair, but he's the child of the night. Yuru has the black hair, but she's like the child of the day. So I'm like, hold up here. So there's like so many allegories to them being like special. Obviously, you have like somebody invading the last episode, like this enemy force or a different faction or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Invading them because they want Asa. She's kind of like the prized possession or whatever, like the trophy. But I feel like a lot of that is because they don't know who Yuru is. So like there's this huge dynamic. I feel like kind of to our point that when they're together, like maybe they're extra powerful, they can assist each other, XYZ, like, you know, whatever trope you want to throw on it. But like them together is something that kind of like everybody we've learned up until now has kind of been like, oh shit, that's special, they're powerful. And I totally agree with you. Left and right, twins, day and night, like there's so many reasons for them to be like for both of them. And I feel like she's only really kind of showed her abilities a couple times, and like she doesn't seem to have mastered it to the degree that Yuru has. Like he's an elite hunter. Feels like he's like pretty in tune with his daemons. Like he's not, even though he is a novice, it doesn't come off that way.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, when they were in the parking garage, I mean, you gotta remember, like, for Yuru, this is all, like, brand new. Like, he's in another world right now. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, even
his environment is so different.
Concrete to him is fucking revolutionary. Like, like, bro, like, let's be honest. Like, it's insane for him to be in a parking garage with electricity and cars. He's like, what the fuck? And, dude, the way he was like, oh, yeah, I know it's a trap. And he fucked up that one guy where he pretended like he was gonna be running away when it was really his daemons, and then he snuck up behind him, cut his, like, Achilles or whatever, and then fucking put the knife through. I was like, dude, this guy's a fucking monster, and it's not even any powers. It's not the left and the right. It's not seal. It's just pure, like, hunting capability. It's like, this guy's a fucking beast with just raw, like, attributes. It's insane.
And then we even got Gabby. I think Asa wakes her up, and she was like, yeah, no, I don't want to see your fucking brother. She, like, pulls up her leg, and she's like, you know, got the bandages all over it. She's like, yeah, I don't want to see that motherfucker. He put 2 holes in me.
I'm still
so,
bleeding.
Like, to your point. Yeah. Yuru is definitely, like, poised to be not just, like, you know, lore-wise or, like, story-wise. Obviously, he's, like, the MC.
Yeah.
Like a beast that way, but also, like, physically, his, like, battle IQ, his sense of being a hunter. Like, Yuru's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Because he's grown up in a wildly different environment than we get now. And I literally laugh every time I think of it. The left and right are asking, like, his 2 handlers, I forget what their names are, like, how many horses are inside this metal beast? Like, talking about the car and shit, little stuff like that. We had touched on it weeks ago, but I love seeing Yuru try to, like, adapt to, like, modern life.
Dude, it's so funny, and, like, I cannot wait to see, like, how this progresses, too, because, like, you said, like, Asa's the one that they're, like, really kind of going after. I mean, like, when you think about it, Yuru's been trapped on a mountain this whole time, and also the left and the right have been sealed. So when this all gets released to, like, the world of, like, hey, the left and the right are out and about, you know, yours off the mountain, and, like, here's its existence, I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be coming for them, and especially, I just have a feeling, like, there's going to be Daemons coming after the left and the right, you know what I mean? I feel like that they're just kind of like an OP, old-time, you know, Daemons that, you know, you don't want to fuck with, so people are going to fuck with them, you know? So I am super excited to see how that kind of plays out.
I feel like you have this kind of like force or like a group of like elite Daemons. We saw the very badass scene, I think episode 2 or 3, with like the girl riding in on the horse, like moving with the car and then just like drifting off. Like there's some elite Daemon that know left and right. So I feel like they're on like a different tier. And like we still don't have that much information yet, but like there's so much about it that makes you like so interested.
Yeah, dude, I am loving this anime, like, genuinely. It's one of those things where it's like, God, like, it's good because it paces us, but I hate that anime is week to week. Like, I wish we can just get a full season because I feel like Daemons of the Shadow Realm and also Classroom of the Elite would just be like a little like I feel like they're top tier animes, but they'd just be like a little bit higher because I feel like they're just like slower burns. You know what I mean? They're meant to be a bit slower paced. You know, to like air things out, to kind of like add more detail to it, and it's just like week to week's a bit more painful. And it's like I would love to just binge like 24 episodes of Daemons right now. I feel like it would just hit the spot.
So true, bro. And like we have been huge fans of Classroom of the Elite, but this season is like a lot of build up and like a
Yeah.
lot of like story moving to like set these next events up, which is like totally valid. Like week to week, it's still good to watch, but like trying to like talk about it week to week and like it's just like conversations and like people trying to move chess pieces. Like it's not the same as like, yeah, if you came with like 12 or 24 episodes and were like, how this plays out, the build up to it and the outcome
Yeah.
are crazy versus like trying to do it week to week.
No, I completely agree. And yo, speaking of like Clash of the Elite, I kind of want to transition here into Wistoria. Hear me out here. I low key would have loved here, right? Hear me out. Wistoria just dropped episode 16. Let's be honest, it was fucking peak. Like we're gonna get into it. This episode
So
was
good.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
The story just started apparently. 500 years in the making. It has finally just started. Imagine Wistoria did what Clash of the Elite did this season, where it's like, yo, we're gonna drop a 16 episode season. We're gonna drop the 4 episodes right off rip. Imagine how much better season 1 of Wistoria would have been if we got the first 4 episodes immediately and season 1 ended with this episode. Because this episode feels like magnificent for a season ending, right? Because we got the whole story, him with the school, him not making the tower, the town gets attacked, Will like comes out with this power, and then it's like, yes, the story now begins, and then season 1 ends. Dude, that is the most peak season 1 we have ever seen from a premiere ever. I so wish Wistoria did that. Just because the first couple episodes were kind of like slower too. We're kind of like, oh my god, the animation's great, but like let's kind of get into it. Like we got 4 off rip. Like dude, Wistoria has way more popularity from the start. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if they did that, Wistoria wins like anime of the year last year. Like that would have just been incredible.
I definitely feel you. I feel like the build up to a premiere is always kind of tougher. And then you see shit like Witch Hat. You're like, oh yeah, this is just like balls to the wall every week. But Wistoria definitely did, I think, like a perfect like prologue.
Yeah.
16 episodes. You've been with it for like a year and a half, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. The animation, the fights, the characters, like the lore. There's so much we don't know about, but we are like deep enough that you're like, all right, I understand Wistoria and what it's about, but like, give me more now. I feel like they did an outstanding job at giving you just enough. Like, you bring in the Fifth Element these last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You see who Werkner and Edward really are. You know, and like kind of like the community like chemistry, I guess, with witches and like the students, the dwarves, the teachers. It was like everybody like really did work together. And then you also got to see like the frustration of our 2 villains, like the headless dude and the Bakugo looking mask dude. Like they were very frustrated at Will's abilities. So like you got just enough to be like, all right, what the fuck is like really happening? And Alfaria, like there's just so much to it. I totally agree with you. If we had more, or like they did a season like Freerin, where you had like a 24, 26, 28 episodes, and you had like a huge sample size, I feel like it maybe would have taken off quicker. But Wistoria is still peak, bro.
Dude,
week to week, one of the best animes out
Don't
there.
get me wrong, this season's gonna be awesome, and I'm glad that we don't have to wait like 6 months, 8 months, a year, you know, for the next episode now. But I'm just saying, like,
Very
this
true.
episode
Yeah.
felt like a season finale. You know what I mean? It just felt like if you guys did the first 16 and it was like the first season, it would have been like an amazing. But at the same time, you know, on the other side of things, I am glad that we don't have to wait. Like, we just have to wait like a couple of days, and we're getting that next episode, and now we're getting really into it. Because again, the prologue's over. You know what I mean? But now we can kind of talk about his past. You know what I mean? Where, like, yeah, Will is like a bioengineered weapon, pretty much, designed to try to open up the 5th element that kind of created it all, where he has the strength and abilities and the swordsmanship of, like, dwarves, but also the magic ability of mages. He's, like, a combo of them both, and he was, like, created that way. Now, here's one thing I want to talk about that's kind of, like, it was told to us, but it wasn't. So, Finn, right? Finn is the one that made the deal with the Mother of Witches, or whatever she is, right? He's been around for 500 years. He's insanely strong. He's like Will's swordsmanship side of things. His physical strength, like Finn's like very, very strong from that aspect. Apparently, Finn, this blows my mind. Do you know how OP that motherfucker is?
I really don't, but like in the midst of chaos, like you got like Will's light ripping through the city, you got the city on fire, and he just looks up and he's like, you know, it took 500 years, but I did it. And it was just like this huge culmination of like what Finn's been working on. So I'm like, holy shit! Like Finn is like a long chess game type player.
Bro, so Finn apparently made it to the 46th level of the dungeon, right? That monster that Will just killed is apparently the equivalent of being on like 43, 42. So like Finn could solo that thing like decently easy. Like Finn's stronger things than the thing that Will just beat, and Will
At the end of season one, he like follows them down there casually, and like you could say like, oh well, they cleared the, the demons and the monsters out, and Finn followed, but like Finn was right there in the mix when like everything was going down. He was just kind of like, don't forget Will, wand and sword.
I don't think
like he definitely knows.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone's made it further down than Finn. Like he is like the ultimate like dungeon keeper, like dungeon master. He's absolutely insane.
Shit.
So the fact again that he's faced things that's equivalent to this, and again he doesn't have the OP ability. Because like let's be honest, Will not only has the fifth element where he's able to wield this magic, he also wielded the magic of an Magia Vander. That's fucking insane. You know what I mean?
That scene was so sick, dude.
I gotta apologize about the hate. Like, I fucking was like, oh yeah, she just sits in a tower. Bro, my buddy was right. I'm a fucking bitch. Bro,
when
I
she
ate my words.
Up, when she stands up and everyone's like, oh, it's Alfaria. Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead. She just walks out to the balcony and she's like, oh yeah,
I'll watch from out here, just oops.
Immediately, like, doesn't watch at all. She's just like, yeah, whoops. What are you gonna do? Yeah. And Adam Old King or whatever his name is, he's just like, I'm not gonna mess with her. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't say anything to like refute her.
Yeah.
So like I love her kind of like standing in the Magia Vander, because like the fire guy, he annoys me. You know what I mean? He's like, sit down, like take a seat, take a seat. She's like, yeah, fuck no. So I feel like kind of like our young cast and the students who are outstanding.
Yeah.
You have like one of each kind of like character, but then also the Magia Vander kind of mirror each other. I feel like that sets up for like a very good, long enough story to have that like transition.
Bro, I'm so stoked about that, but what's so cool too is I just got the feeling where I was like, bro, this gives me like Naruto vibes. Like speaking of like the other students, like that cast, the way that it was like him in like in this dome, in this arena, and it was like, oh, let's go help him. Like, no. You just get in his way. It reminded me of Naruto with the Pain arc, where he's just like, oh, fuck Naruto, we're going down and helping. And he's like, if what you're saying is true and he reads Sage Jutsu, like, we just get in his way. Like, he's just got to do what he's got to do. It's just, like, such, like, a fucking cold thing. I'm like, bro, this reminds me of that, and I fucking loved it. Because it gave me that same feeling, that same, like, let's fucking go, where you're with them. You're just on the side cheering Will on. Like, you fucking got this, dude. It was so hype, and Alfaria stepping in, and that scene where, like, you could see her with him, like, helping to hold the sword.
Just, like, yeah, chilling on.
It's just, like,
so good.
If we get Alfaria like that, and that's like her like stance moving forward, peak. She's incredible. Go to character, go to anime, keep it going. And again, the fact that this is just the beginning, like this is the prologue that just ended.
The prologue.
Like, bro, get out of here. The way I'm gonna binge this manga when the season ends. Absolutely insane. This is everything we've ever wanted. It is so fucking good.
Wistoria has been like something we've been on since like day one.
Oh yeah.
We've been like a fan, but like now that we have like a good sample size, the prologue. The best prologue I've seen, like genuine prologue. No, I'm not talking Fire Force. That's different. Like genuine, like opening to an anime. Maybe the best I've seen since like, the Big 3 era.
Yeah.
And to your Naruto point, the way like Shion and the Elf Bull and like everybody kind of rallies around Will and they're like cheering for him, and all the other students were like, oh shit, like Shion's cheering for him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll root for Will too, and like everybody just rallies behind Will. Really did feel like a Naruto moment or like a Ichigo Bleach moment where you're like, this is the MC, this is our guy, please save us. Love that, and I feel like that's part of what makes Wistoria great, because Will doesn't know he's that guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't fully understand how Himothy he is. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's so true, and I cannot wait for him to actually like develop these powers. You know what I mean? Because like he doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I mean? Finn's kind of like, jump started that. Whiz.
Cast the spell for him. He's like, take the sword.
Bro, I love how what's his face Edward too is like, fuck this, I'm gonna step in there, someone's gonna take my spotlight, and the one girl's just like, you really haven't changed, have you? You really can't just let someone else fucking have any ounce of glory. Like, sit your fucking broke ass down. You can't do shit. You know, he worked you over that little 1v1 you had, and he's gonna work over this guy too, and you're gonna sit there in the cock chair and watch. Get out of here, Edward. But like, don't worry, you failed them on the test, so this hero that's gonna save the fucking world.
Not going to the tower though.
Yeah. Like, bro, unbelievable. It's insane.
Wistoria is, I feel like, a really good example of what modern anime has become.
Mm-hmm.
It's storytelling, it's character design, and like in the beginning, you'll always get the haters and, oh, it's Black Clover, it's, you know, similar to this isekai.
Carried by the animation.
You know, and animation will carry you a long way. I'll be honest.
The animation is
I'm that type of fan. You know, I'm not that deep. But Wistoria has everything to it: the story, the lore, how much they give you, and how they pace it. So like when you're watching week to week, you're like, dude, where's the next episode? I mean, I feel like we've been a fan since day one. Wistoria really does check all the boxes. Literally week to week. I need 24 episodes now.
Yeah, dude, I'm just waiting for Kiki to fucking show her true form. Because every goddamn anime there's a fucking black cat, it's always something else. It's always a person that can fucking change shape.
And the only time they bring her up are like the most critical, tense moments of the story. Like Kiki's like around in the most critical shit. And wasn't she like a friend of Rosti? Wasn't she like checking in with Rosti? There's got to be more to Kiki than we've. Well, I mean, I feel like everybody already knows, but there's more to Kiki.
Kiki
Where's the final form?
Is apparently some like ancient relic, pretty much, like some ancient like animal that used to exist like back in the day or something. So like Kiki might be like some powerful thing. But, like, I mean, I feel like every anime, apparently, I don't know, I haven't read the manga, so I really have no idea. But I don't think Kiki has another form. Like, I don't think Kiki's a person. It's, like, the only anime where a black cat's a black cat. Which I honestly kind of fucking like, because literally in Bleach, we have Yoriichi. She's the black cat. In Soul Eater, we have Blair. In Silent Witch, it's a guy.
Thank you. I'm thinking of Blair. I'm like, yeah, another giant black cat. And in Solo Leveling, isn't there? Or nah, is it Solo Leveling?
I don't know.
There's another black cat that can like change forms and shit. It's like a typical anime trope, though. To be fair.
I mean, Ancient Magnus's bride has a black dog that changes to a guy too as well. But like, it's always like, yeah, because you even said it too with Witch Hat, where it's like, yo, thank God, finally, you know, the what's it called? What is a witch's like familiar? Probably a familiar that's like cool. It's like this fuzzy worm, you know, it's dope. It's not like a black cat or a black dog like all these animes have. It's like, bruh, you know, come on. At least this one's not like changing into a person. But like it is so stereotypical.
Yeah. Yeah, like it just kind of fits that trope, but like it's still like we've been given 16 episodes and you're like, what's up with Kiki?
Yeah, what's up with
like
Kiki?
if you haven't read that, if you're an anime only, you're like, what's that final form? What's Kiki's abilities? Like, it's just not a cat to you. It's an anime watcher.
Yeah, they're like you can't trust it. It's like there's something up with you. You're hiding something. You know what I mean? It's like Night of the Museum.
Are you a hot woman? Are you a hot woman at the same time?
Yo, that is the good thing about Silent Witch is that Silent Witch, the only difference they did is a black cat that turned into a guy. That's the only anime where it's not like a black cat that turned into some big titty fucking MILF. Like.
I just googled black anime cats and the list is overwhelming.
Wait, really?
Overwhelming.
There's no way. Like, ones that transform or just in general? Blair's one of them that comes up. Blair's one of the first ones.
Sailor Moon.
Sakamoto has one? Sakamoto Days? Or is this one just named Sakamoto?
Yeah, the cat from Fairy Tail. I forget what his name is.
Oh my god, he's my goat! I love that guy!
He's such a good character.
Best. He's the fucking best. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god, Code Geass has a black cat as well. Blue Exorcist, Koro. Konosuba. I forgot about Chimusuke. Is that how you say it? Chimusuke? Dude, I'm gonna get another season of Konosuba. Goated anime. Speaking of witches, you know what I mean? Witch Hat Atelier, bro. What an amazing episode this week. I love how we got introduced. I'm watching the English, the dub. Bro, the new guy that was introduced, his VA is just fucking awesome. Just the greatest fucking voice ever. Majestic is the way I describe it.
I literally had somebody text me that. Like, somebody I haven't had, like, conversation with in a while. She was like, oh, are you watching Witch Hat? And I was literally watching it. like literally when she texted me and it was like, oh yeah, actually I am. Witch Hat is so good. The English dub is way underrated.
It is.
I always go with like with subtitles, but like
Mhm.
when you get a good English dub, it's like some of the English VAs are so
Dude.
underappreciated. They're so fucking good, dude.
Dude, for real, like amazing. I'm absolutely loving this new character, and I love Kiefer each and every episode, especially of the last couple, because we are just seeing this dark fucking side of him where he is so locked in. Kiefer in his mission will go down to the end. Like it is insane the way he's like, yeah, if I turn you in, Coco, they're gonna wipe your memory and they're gonna wipe it so much that you're gonna lose your passion of magic. And he's like, that's not fucking happening. He's like, if we turn you in, they're gonna take my memories too. Like that's how serious I am. And the other guy, the Watchful Eye or whatever, was like, oh yo, Kiefer's not fucking around. Like he is serious. So I am just amazed by like Kiefer's resolve, and it just shows that like, yo, he's gonna like. You know, okay. Speaking of FMA Brotherhood, do you remember what's his face? Who's the guy that everyone loves, the fire guy? I'm blanking on his name. Dude, he's got that name. The name, bro. Mustang? Roy Mustang. Roy Mustang,
Yes, thank you.
bro. What a goated American ass name.
The snaps. Just throwing the snaps.
Bro, I feel like Kiefer's gonna have like a Roy Mustang moment where it's like he is so like obsessed with that goal where he's gonna lose himself and he's gonna do some like dark fucked up shit, and there's gonna be a moment where like he turns to the dark side in a way, you know what I mean? Because like he's getting kind of crazy and a little bit unhinged in these past couple episodes where it's like, hey yo man, are you a good guy or a bad guy? Like I'm not necessarily sure. Like if Coco decides that she doesn't want to help you out, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like he's kind of going crazy here.
And now that we've got enough like lore, not necessarily lore given to us, but like you can infer he's got a history with the Brim Caps.
Yeah.
What he says to Olrugio, phenomenal
Oh.
name, baller name. What he says to Olrugio, he's like, also I looked up the voice actors, the American ones. The guy who does Olrugio's voice has like gorgeous flowing long ass hair. I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be perfect. But like, Kiefer clearly has like a history, one with forbidden magic, two with the Brim Caps, because his memories were either supposed to be erased or there was a situation where he was like in that debate where like, well, should we do this? Did he get away? Like it's like, I don't know. It's in the shadows. Like it's tough to tell what his situation is, but it's similar to Coco. So in that breath, you know, like Kiefer's acting on a different mission or wavelength than the rest of the witches. Olrugio definitely knows that, but he's like, well, I can't let you do that, but you know, I'm the Watchful Eye. I'm just here to do my job.
Yeah.
Don't get me in trouble with my job. So like I kind of respect that about him. And then when you see him interact with Coco, she like clearly sneaks into his room and he's like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing here? She's like, oh, this is the spell that made me fall in love with magic. And he's like, I love Coco too. Like instantly wins him over, dude. It's so good. Like, and like the animation when they show like their faces in these close-up scenes are like truly their dynamic, their interactions, like Coco and Olrugio. It was like, dude, this shit is like really well written. Like just the still scenes of like their faces, or when she's laying on like all the golden or the light up like pebbles or stones or whatever you want to call it. I was like, damn, this is like very thoughtful. It's very well written, and it's hard not to like really root for Coco as the main character. But Kiefer and Olrugio, I feel like they know the lore. They kind of know what's going on, and like Olrugio was like, I want no parts of it. Get me the fuck out of that. Kiefer's like, don't mess with me. That's my shit.
Dude, there's like, I need to go back because like there's kind of like an ongoing theory that Kiefer knew that Coco was watching him and it was kind of planned. Because I feel like, first of all, when he saw her workman, like her like craftsmanship per se, when she was like cutting and he was like, wow, this is like a really fucking like straight line and, like a really clean cut. He's like, this is the true magic. He saw that like she can have the ability, because you gotta remember, magic in this world is actually beautifully scaled where it's not OP. Like Kiefer had that massive water dragon. Oh, well, Kiefer must be a great witch. No, Kiefer's just smart. Because why did Kiefer be able to conjure such a massive fucking dragon? Well, it goes back to earlier that episode when they're like, hey, we need a material in order to create this fluffy bed for the dragon. Well, let's pulverize a bunch of this concrete. Cool. Kiefer, when all the clouds dispersed, what it really was is he collected all the moisture from those clouds to create a shitload of water to create the dragon. Any one of those girls could have done it if they drew the symbol, clean enough. So he saw that she has the ability to eventually do something like that, like on an impressive level, and he's like, okay, well, she can, like, end up being a really strong witch one day. But he also, I think, knew that she dealt with the brim caps because she was talking. I gotta go back and I gotta watch it. I think she describes the witch that she met as having a mask, and he said that the only witches, the only motherfuckers that have masks are the brim caps. He had to have known that she met one, and like it was all like plotted. You know what I mean? It was all methodical.
And I feel like he knew from the fact she like knew forbidden magic,
Yeah,
and the spell, and also there was like a very subtle call out to the point you just made. She's like, oh, I can't really draw that well with a pen. I didn't get to find my perfect pen in Alan or Colin or however you say that. But she's like, oh, I'm really good with like the inkstone. And it's like this big ogreish like writing tool. But she's meant for like cutting massive cloths on like a whole table.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think like if you, like this is just me maybe. You're talking about forbidden magic and like massive spells versus like Kiefer being like incredibly insightful, high battle IQ, like I'll clear these clouds out, collect the moisture, and then like land a massive strike.
Yeah.
I feel like they're setting up Coco to have an ability where like she might write larger spells or like be more comfortable on a different scale, because they touched on like her and Kiefer said this. I'm like jumping all over the place, my bad. Kiefer was like, creativity and ideas are just as important as like fundamentals and technique in like battle or when you're a witch. So she might not be the most fundamentally sound witch, but she's creative and can do things on a different scale than compared to like Agate and the pink and blue haired girl.
Yeah.
Like she's just a different breed. And to your other point, like the scale of magic is not like a genetic thing. It's not like you have to be born a certain way or have the blood to be like a powerful witch, which I love that.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anyone can like be
it's
powerful.
Skill-based, baby.
Yeah,
it's
skill-based matchmaking. Let's fucking
it's a ranked
go.
Lobby. Ranked lobby magic. And that's part of why you're like, I really root for Coco because she's not like traditionally that talented.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh, I gotta practice my shit a bunch of times, and then she's like, I think I'll just take a nap. And Kiefer's right there, and he's like, hold up.
Yeah.
So like Coco's unconventional, but I love like kind of like how they're setting her character up, especially with Kiefer as a teacher who, again, that's what Gojo should have been, a teacher,
For real.
a real teacher.
Yeah. All right, two things. One, kind of like you said, Kiefer's just really smart. We all know that. The fact that Coco's able to just very easily just watch how witchcraft is done when it's supposed to be like very, very, very secretive and no one's supposed to know about it, kind of makes you think that he kind of wanted her to see it because like why else would she be able to? You know, he would have been way better at concealing it. But two, kind of like you just brought up, it kind of gave me the idea. I think Coco's gonna excel in attire because we've seen a lot with the shoes that make people fly, and we saw the rings that the guy had, where he's like, "Hey, I got this," and we saw there's multiple of them. She specializes in clothing, you know what I mean, and then being able to cut fabric very precisely. I feel like she could do stuff like with like uniforms and shit like that, where it'll have like abilities based off of like how you use it. Like that would make a ton of sense, and that would like perfectly be tailored. Perfectly tailored to her.
Let this man cook.
Fucking up.
That was really good. That was really good. I like that a lot because her mom was like a seamstress or whatever you want to call it. That was good. That was a bar. You gotta clip that.
I'm gonna hate myself for that one.
I literally lost what I was thinking about.
You were talking about her mom being a seamstress.
Yeah, so like she's used to working on like bigger pieces and a different medium, so like that might be her catalyst to be like a different type of witch.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a great setup for Agate. I got the names up, Tetia and Richie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's Richie, but I'm calling her Richie.
Richie.
Richie with the blue hair.
Dude, I love her
They're
voice
like,
actor. Dude, the way she talks is so amazing.
So good. Dude, so good. And the brush buddy, I was like, oh, there's an actual voice actor for the brush buddy.
Dude, there is.
Also,
it's insane.
Goated familiar. Mm-hmm. Love the brush buddy.
It really is.
But like they're traditional witches, like they're going by like Kiefer's teaching, where Agate's like, yeah, Coco, just go like take the first test by yourself, and she completes it, and everyone's like, oh shit.
Well, I'm also just saying,
Whoa.
how did she complete the first test again? She used magic on fabric. It kind of gets shown there too. That's the way that she was able to like do it, and that's also how she got the idea to use that stone of like connecting the two.
Mark it down, Cinco de Mayo, 26. This man, he's seeing the vision, seeing the witch hat
Watch us
vision.
be completely off though. Sometimes we nail things, and sometimes we are so fucking far off.
It's A or B. Yeah. We're totally off, or we're fucking like spot on. That's why I'm doubling down on the weight room, bro. I know we're right. We were right the first week.
Well,
I promise you.
We have two different things for the weight room for Classroom of the Elites. I think it's the pink, the redhead or the pink hair girl, the new one.
She's one, and there's another one.
Yeah, you think it's the kid. So we both have like different stakes on who the white room's. We need the answer. I cannot wait for it. But it's so funny because what I love about anime is that we sit here like on talking about this kind of stuff like as anime onlys, and there's manga. So there's people that are watching that actually like know the entirety of Witch Hat, and it's like either like, yo, these two got it, or these two are fucking dumb as rocks, bro.
You guys are idiots. Yeah.
Like the answer's already out there.
If you've read Witch Hat, let us know. Are we cooking? Or are we
starving?
Are we way off? I think we're cooking. I think you're cooking. The fabric thing is a fire point.
Yeah. And dude, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm gonna be so deadass here. Like, if I was in the Witch Hat, like, world, I would 100% be putting markings on my body. Like, there's no shot. I know it's against the rules, but, like, fucking come on. Fuck that. I'm getting, like fucking, witch tattoo symbols so I can do a whole bunch of cool shit. Like, I'm putting the flying one on my bare feet. Like, are we not? Are we just gonna follow the rules in this world? Fuck that, bro. Fuck, I have to wear shoes to fly? Nah, I'm good.
I'm putting the most sinister spell known to man on my hands. You know what I mean? An immediate, like, evisceration, a malevolent shrine level technique.
Dude, okay, but, like, if we have one, like, on our hands and it's, like, for fire, would it burn the hand? Because if not, think about it, you have a walking stove. That's fucking awesome. Can you imagine you just fucking clap your legs together and there's a fire and you just cook in your Hot Pocket? That would be fucking lit in the middle of the woods. Like, bro, are you kidding me? That's amazing.
I don't know if you've seen this. This is a total tangent.
Yeah.
The guy on TikTok who, like, he's wearing the fedora, he does, like, the bit, and he, like, claps his feet real loud. Can you imagine that's...
That.
Alright, I'll have to send it to you.
Send it to me.
Just, like, a nice feet clap, you know, and you got fire, you got your fire going, your bonfire, you're setting up the stove, you know, you got the fire on your feet. Magic, if written, would be a very useful tool. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, it would be amazing. But I do gotta, like, reiterate on that. I think that the magic system in this anime is actually fucking awesome. And I hate that more mangas or animes are not moving more towards a skill-based system and more just having it like, oh yeah, like, our MC is just genetically gifted. Just genetically a fucking god. You know what I mean? And that's why they're OP. It could be much cooler if it was, like, on even standing and it kind of came down more to IQ or to, again, like, just genuine skill.
I totally agree. Like, I feel like we're fans of anime. Like, I'm not, you know, like Naruto, Ichigo, Yuji, you name it. Most main characters have some kind of, like, birthright or bloodline that makes them superior to their peers. Yeah. And that's fine. It doesn't detract from an anime. But when you see something like Witch Hat, where it's, like, skill and creativity, you're like, it feels a little more genuine or, like, more difficult to, like, win. Like, you truly have to win. And that's not to detract from, you know, like, battle IQ of, you know, fucking Yuji or Naruto or whoever. But it's like, well, you know, Yuji, you were born, you know, from incredible blood. That's why you can just box everybody to death.
Pretty much.
Or Naruto, you know, you got this demon inside of you. Like, Witch Hat, it's like drawing, it's like mechanical skill and then knowledge. Like, I feel like I appreciate that more now.
Bro, Naruto is so OP that the demon inside of him was actually a handicap suppressing his true ability. Like, that just shows how powerful Naruto was. Like, that's fucking
You're only
dumb.
15, bro.
Yeah.
You can't take over the world just yet. We got chapters to write.
Like, that was, like, the craziest scene from Naruto when Kakashi tells him, like, oh, yeah, like, Kakashi-sensei, how much, like, mana do you have? And he's like, I have a third of what you have, like, a quarter. He's like, I have that much? He's like, you would have 100 times more if you didn't have a fucking magical beast inside of you. Like, are you kidding? Like, it's insane. It's like, wow, like, yeah, you're that OP. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane.
Naruto's like,
I'm tired of this shit.
Even though he never does that until like the very end of the story, and even then. But like that's what I appreciate about Witch Hat. Like it's very, and even Marriage Toxin. Even though we haven't like really talked about it, like it's more about like kind of like your battle IQ and like I don't know, the way it's written is different than like your traditional shonen, which I really appreciate. Not to say one is better than the other.
My only thing, and maybe we can get into it like on another episode, we actually talk more about Marriage Toxin. I wish they made the Poison Master more Poison Master. Let's be honest, if he wasn't the MC, he would have that like what are those masks that they wore during like the Black Plague where like it had that big like beak, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like dude, a Poison Master's a weirdo. Let's be honest. He's a freak. He's like very like evil and ancient.
He's a witch doctor, bro. Like a transformation where he's like a creepy witch doctor.
You know what I mean?
Like, and he's like unattractive, like creepy, weird, dark. You're like, who the fuck is that? Because Dro's like a charming guy, like
dude,
he's tall, he's buff, like
he's a dapper dude with a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of
he's
bullshit.
Rich, he's smart, he's handsome, he's tall, he's jacked.
Like, bro, think about an anime, any like poison person or like bug person, they're fucking weird. They're the outcast. And then we have Jero, who's like this fucking handsome prince. And it's like, alright, I guess we'll go fuck ourselves. Like, if they gotta like nerf him a little bit, you know what I mean? He's pulling a femboy. Like, it just kind of shows he's a little overpowered. Like, come on.
The writers are like, make him socially awkward. That's his nerf. And they're like, oh, it didn't work. It's really not working. He's the hottest femboy in Japan. Like, run with it.
Bro, my buddy keeps posting like on our Discord server. We have like a manga thing where we'll post panels and shit. He keeps posting ones from Marriage Toxin. Bro, like dude, the pretend dates practice dates that him and Kinosaki go on fucking pisses me off. Like Jero is fucking his steak is way too buttery, bro. His car is way too fast. His bank account's way too full. It fucking is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
I wish, man, in a different life, you know? Maybe.
In another life, it's absolutely insane. But yo, like I was saying in the beginning of the app, like, is this week not like the greatest week of anime? Every anime that's coming out right now, fucking peak. We have the Yuri anime that dropped an entire season's budget in one fucking episode. We have mangas that are debuting and coming out and just starting that are absolutely peak. Like, it is absolutely insane. We are truly just Bocce, the Kagura Bocce. Did you see the trailer? Did you see the trailer for Kagura Bocce?
Gorgeous.
Bro, I reacted to that shit last week. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking good. So fucking good.
The fact that Rock Lee Gara, tuning exam director, is running it, and he was like, damn, like, 20 years later, I can't believe people are still like, I want to work with you because of that. Yep. Like, he was like so humble and shit. He was like, oh, I promise I'll do a great job. The very first scene is Chihiro rolling through the window and like coming down. I was like, all right, yeah, we're in good hands. We're gonna eat.
Dude, it looks so good too. Like, the art's really good. Like, dude, Kagura Bocce is an amazing manga. You gotta check it out if you haven't already. It is phenomenal. But what I really love too is that it has a really good art style. But it's really cool seeing the anime because the problem about Kagura Bocce is that it's week to week, which is amazing because we get content every week, but it also means some of the panels are kind of scribbled together, which is actually like, I actually love that. Like, when you see, you know when he's rushing, baby. Bro, you know when he's rushing one week because he'll like scribble like a stick figure, but it looks so much like the character. It's kind of insane as they would scribble a character and still have it like be noticeable, but you're like, yeah, he was definitely rushed this week. But the fact that we're getting a product that is so well put together and the art style is so clean and like detailed, the animation's crisp, it's like, yo, this is gonna hit. Like, seeing Anten's abilities in that fucking trailer, I was like, oh my god, we're living in an amazing time, bro. It's amazing. I cannot wait.
Best time to be an anime fan of all time.
It really is. We are absolutely just feasting. It is wonderful. But I think that is it for this week. Absolutely insane. We could not have asked for anything else. Like, just wait. The plate's full.
That's what it's all about.
The best week ever. Absolutely.
Our glass is full. Our steak, our lobster is buttery. Everything is good.
Oh my god, it is amazing. So we hope you guys have been enjoying. But that is it. We see you guys in the next one. Later, guys, and peace.